there was a gentleman that ran the rec center in my community growing up. His name was Fred Buxton, and Fred was basically in the summer. He was like a father figure to so many kids who may not have their fathers in their lives, and so everybody was a rite of passage to play summer league basketball. Like everybody played summer league basketball. And so the children from the two housing communities, the two separate housing communities, we all played at the same park on the same team. It was called Drew Park. And we played, you could be 9 years old, but you may play 9 and under, 11 and under, and 13 and under. So all you did all day was play basketball and hang out in the park. But we were responsible for learning words. When we played Scrabble, you couldn't use any words less than all your words had to be 4 letters or higher. So you couldn't have a three-letter words. So knowing that he realized that we had such a competitive spirit, that we would spend time looking up words in the dictionary so that when we played Scrabble, we could win, because you couldn't use cat and dog and, and ant and man and things like that for your words. And he kept us together during the summer times. And so when we went off to school, we continued to have that sense of community. So he was like a connector. My high school basketball coach, Tim Gates, was another person that kept us engaged in stuff all the time. So in order to play basketball, you had to run cross country or track. So again, and he was very discipline minded. So he was actually a person that taught me or helped me understand that discipline is your mind. It's not the physical stuff. It's about doing this. It's about having a disciplined mind first.
Right.
And then of course, like I said, my uncle, huge influencer and connector in my life, showed me so many things and have taught me so much and still does to this day. And actually, I credit him with single-handedly crafting the architect. He's the architect of my current family structure.
Yeah.
And at some point I could tell you about what I mean about that, of our current family structure. From one conversation with him one time at Thanksgiving, I was thinking in the 9th grade. We took a walk and he told me, he said, no more Davis children can be born into poverty. Like we're gonna right now today, we're gonna make a commitment to each other that no more Davis children will be born into poverty. So whatever we need to do to ensure that it doesn't happen, we need to do it. And he said it starts with you. You have to make sure you get an education so we can break the cycle of poverty. He was in the military at the time. And I'm gonna support you, but you got to do this work. And that kind of changed my focus. I was like, okay, I have this huge responsibility of ensuring that my children aren't born into poverty, and no more children are born into poverty. And
you believed him though? Like, why do you?
Oh, absolutely.
What did he
Absolutely.
do? What made you believe and say, I'm going to change this?
I believed him because I had no question that his love for me was unconditional.
Yeah.
And that he would not lead me astray. I mean, a lot of the things I learned about life as a man, I learned a lot of those things from him. So, whether it's how to purchase a home, sitting down, my first closing of a home was the closing of his home. I went to that closing. When he purchased a car, how to buy a suit, how to walk in a room with your head up and with confidence, with your shoulders back, speaking to people and ensuring that, and recognizing everybody, never feeling like that you're too big to intermingle with people who may not have societal status, but they have human status. So everybody's important. So whether they empty the trash bins in your office or they write your check, these people have important roles in your life. And I've watched and observed him do that. So when he told me something, I believed it.